I'm recording very loud in here because I've got a tin roof on my workshop, and it's raining right here in my workshop. So this tin roof is making a lot of noise. But I figured I'd do a short video because I made the intro and then I haven't done a video since, just about current events. And off the top of my head, I mean, I don't have a computer here, I'm not looking at a phone, so I look a little rough. If you can see my jacket, I don't know if it's in the frame or not, but this is my working clothes. I'm blacksmithing here, and I just got done making a piece of cable Damascus. But anyway, as far as news goes, all these parkland rallies and the march for different things, like, I forget what it was, like March for Our Lives or something like that. It's just a smokescreen. It's foolishness. It really is. It is an American's right to protest what they want to protest, and so these guys are fully within their rights to protest, just like the neo-Nazis or the Black Lives Matter or whoever, as long as they're not causing destruction or property damage or attacking people violently, they're totally within their rights to protest. And that kind of stuff goes on, and that's what makes America great, is that you can protest what you want. You can go to the courthouse and stand out front with a sign calling down some mayor or some judge or anybody. I mean, you can protest anything. That's freedom of speech. And along with the rest of the guarantees in the Bill of Rights, it doesn't give you the right to free speech. You have a right to free speech. You have a right to say what's on your mind or what you believe, as long as it's not hurting someone physically. God gave you that right. You were created with that right. The thing that ensures that right in America, as opposed to Europe or any other place, Canada, wherever, you pick a spot. Canada's pretty good, but you pick a spot. The rest of the world, China, North Korea, Japan, you name it, you go there, you're going to get hassled. If you go out and want to preach or you want to go out and protest something, you're going to get hassled. And that's typically why they end up getting to the point where they just have riots, because, you know, a riot's against the law anyway. So if you're out there and you don't have a freedom of speech, you're going to riot, since you're breaking the law anyway. But in America, we have the right to peaceably assemble for whatever matter we want and protest anything we want. And it's just like the Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights is the right to bear arms. Well, the First Amendment, you got your right to free speech. It's one of them things. I don't agree with them. I think it's foolishness. I really think that a lot of the kids and the teachers that are in there and the liberals that are shepherding all of that movement need to revisit their history to find out where they're at. But enough of that. I'm going to address something that happened recently in Tennessee, in Nashville. They had a guy shoot up a Waffle House. I think they killed 4 people. I don't have the computer in front of me, but I think he killed 4 people, and a black man stopped him by grabbing the gun and throwing it behind the counter, and then I don't know why the guy didn't clobber him, but, because the white guy looked like a little shrimpy dude, the guy with the gun, the shooter. I figured that, maybe it was just a surprise, the thing of the moment. I wasn't there, that kind of stuff happens. But one thing I have to point out, I've seen a couple of posts on places like Tumblr and stuff like that where they're saying, oh, you don't have to have a gun to fight back against somebody that's got a gun. And that's all well and good until it's you doing it. And I will point out that if somebody in that Waffle House had a handgun and seen the guy shooting, because they all saw the guy shooting before he came into the Waffle House, if they'd have seen the guy shooting and returned fire before the guy came in the Waffle House, there might have been 4 less dead people, because the guy didn't, as far as I know, didn't really hit anybody or didn't hit a lot of people before he made it into the Waffle House. He was shooting. They said they saw plates falling, broken and everything on the wall over there when the guy started shooting, and then that's when they started realizing something was going on. And if somebody had returned fire, there might not have been as many casualties. But, Waffle House is one of those places that restricts you from carrying a gun, just like Starbucks. And if somebody walks into a Starbucks and shoots the place up, and nobody's disobeying the law or disobeying Starbucks policy by carrying a gun, then the only thing you can do is jump the guy. I mean, if you want to go up against a guy with a rifle barehanded, I mean, that's a pretty Rambo thing to do. But it seems to me that it's the right of the citizens to protect themselves according to the Second Amendment. And if you are taken away, somebody takes away that right from you, then they're enslaving you. And I just feel like we're going down the wrong road as a country. But as far as that goes, because anytime somebody takes away your rights to do anything, whether it's travel where you want to, or whether it's wear what clothes you want to, or say what you believe, or carry a gun, or carry a knife, or a stick. I mean, they got so... I was looking at the laws in Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, and the laws in Tennessee a few years ago were such that if you carried a stick to protect yourself from a dog that would come out and attack you on your street when you were exercising, just walking, carried a walking stick, and you used it as a club, they could arrest you because you violated the law. And that's an unconstitutional law. Technically, they can't stop you from having any kind of weapon. Any kind of weapon that you need to protect yourself should be available to the law-abiding citizen. If you've violated the law and you're a felon, well, you've given up your rights because you earned that level of distrust. But if you're a law-abiding citizen, there's nothing stopping you from owning a bazooka if that's what you need to protect yourself. And if we keep going the way we're going, what with antagonizing Russia and China, we might end up having to have a bazooka. You can't ever tell what we're going to need to have. But anyway, I don't know if you can hear me through this rain, but that's the only reason I'm being a little bit loud, is to try and make it to the microphone on the camera, since I don't have a remote microphone. But I figured I'd throw another video up there. I'll do a better video later where I'm a little bit more in depth and not quite as loud. But here lately I've been real busy and I haven't had a chance to throw up the second video I want. I'm going to try and make it a more structured, educational video with more in-depth analysis of history as opposed to the news and the facts. And we'll get there. But anyway, thanks for viewing, and click like and subscribe and make a comment. I don't care if you're against me or for me. Make a comment. We'll discuss it.